So do you know what we're doing here?
No, go on.
Okay. Well, for the President's Cup, we're going to do like this kind of big deep dive into you, Aussie golf.
Don't dive too deep.
Not too deep.
You might not like what you hear.
U.S. has the cup.
It's been a horrendous journey in the President's Cup for me.
Victorious U.S. President's Cup team.
I certainly don't enjoy going out there every other year and getting walked all over on the golf course by the other team.
Once again, the United States has another President's Cup.
I even offered to step aside for Ernie if he thinks I'm the jinx for the team, because since I've been playing, we haven't won, and I've been on all the teams.
Adam Scott has played on 8 President's Cup teams, sporting a not-so-impressive 0-8 record. Hard to believe for such an affable, ultra-talented sportsman who has amassed 29 professional titles worldwide.
Adam Scott, it's just, he's technically sound, he's got a lot of power, but it's just so beautiful, the ball flight doesn't move that much. As a kid, I looked up to him as inspiration. He's been a good buddy of mine for a long time now. We've been pretty close over the years.
He's a wonderful guy. He's got a positive attitude. Also a great ambassador for the sport. You know, he's got all the right credentials.
He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And I think that all the years that you really can't say a bad thing about Adam. He's just so down to earth and so chill and so nice.
When he was little, 5, 6, 7, he took to golf really easily. Now, obviously, at that time, I didn't think, oh, I think this guy could win the Masters, but he played golf really nicely as a little kid.
I got a handicap when I was 10 or 11 and it dropped quickly. You like doing stuff when you're good at it, so I just kept doing it.
We'd go to a little par 3 golf course in Adelaide. He just took to it naturally, and then he kept improving.
Then I shot in the 60s when I was 13, and then I realised that I was pretty good once I started winning a lot of my age division stuff easily.
By the age of 15, like every other young golfer from Australia, Adam looked up to the #1 golfer in the world.
You didn't need to know Greg Norman to want to be him. He was the driving force for guys like Adam. And then happily for Adam, Greg was nice to him. Greg spent a little bit of time and made sure that he was encouraging Adam in the right ways.
He played with a lot of charisma. It was an attractive style of entertaining golf to watch. He went for stuff. It paid off big, it cost him big. He was a great role model to have as a kid.
As much as anything, that was a big confidence boost for Adam. It probably didn't matter as much what Greg told him as the fact that he was prepared to spend a bit of time with him.
I was very honored when Adam came to me very early on. The inquisitive nature of his mind was absolutely incredible about where he was going. For a 15-year-old to be thinking that far down the line, you go, this kid's really got it. So from that moment onwards, I knew he was somebody special. He had a great golf swing even at 15.
Ah, yes, that swing. Perhaps nowhere in the game has a swing ever mirrored so much a player's demeanor.
I know which comes first, you know, chicken and the egg, isn't it? Did his golf swing make his personality that as he's grown older, or was it the other way? It's a good thing that your golf swing matches how you are. Good players have always done that, haven't they?
Good player was yet to be seen. As good as he was, his timing to head overseas in 2000 was not the best.
The Tiger Circus was unbelievable at that point, and you know, I was lucky enough to get to play with him once before I turned pro, and I felt like maybe I shouldn't turn pro after playing with him. But I was pleased to see the next week he won by 15, so he was kind of the exception, not the rule at professional golf. I just wanted to get out there and be a part of it.
Inaugural PGA Tour win for Adam Scott.
That inaugural PGA Tour victory would earn Adam a spot on his first of 8 consecutive President's Cup teams, which in turn would shape his playing career.
Even though I've not been on a winning President's Cup side, it's played pivotal roles in huge moments in my career. In 2003, being there for the tie in South Africa and playing with Ernie, I could see he was feeling a lot of pressure, and I was his partner, so I didn't want to let him down.
Oh, clutch delivery by Adam Scott.
That really helped me going into 2004. I felt like I drew off the experience of the President's Cup on that big stage when I won the Players a few months later.
Scott survives, the youngest champion in the history of the Players' Championship.
It's amazing that I managed to win that tournament. It put me right there to take that next step really early in my career to be one of the best players and challenge the top players in the world.
I think that gave him a great feeling that, hey, maybe I could get to the top here, that it wasn't a big struggle. Once again, I think his personality helped that he didn't allow things to get on top of him.
Not in the least. By the spring of 2013, Adam had won more than 20 professional titles across the globe, but he had yet to secure that elusive major title.
It was always an element of level-headed. That said, people over the years, I've heard lots of people say Adam doesn't have the fire in his belly, but that's not right. He just doesn't show it.
Takes the club back. The ball is on its way. It's on its way.
It's in the hole! It's in the hole! Adam Scott has just sunk the putt.
How about that?
And he has won the Masters.
From the first hole at North Adelaide par 3 to the 72nd hole or the playoff hole at Augusta, pretty neat thing.
I have so many great memories of that day. I guess my favourite thing is the shot of me from behind with the green jacket. It is a really nice picture, and what a special memory to have something like that. After winning the Masters and continuing to play well, there was definitely a focus on pushing towards #1. Been a goal since I was a kid.
Following his win in Augusta, Adam moved closer to his lifelong goal with a victory in August at the Northern Trust.
Congratulations to Adam Scott.
He achieved #1 in the world on May 19th, 2014, and he didn't let up.
#1 in the world takes Colonial.
In 2016, Adam won back-to-back events early in the season.
Adam Scott is money again.
Now in his 20th year on tour, Adam Scott has achieved almost everything he set out to do in professional golf. Almost.
To win the President's Cup would, at this point in my career, mean a lot. Put it up there with everything. Then to win in Australia is the icing on the cake.
This December, Adam hopes to end an international team drought that dates back to 1998, the only time it tasted victory, when the President's Cup returns to the Royal Melbourne Golf Club, site of that sole international triumph. And now, Adam carries a leadership role, a role he cherishes.
I feel like every time I come and play that I'm representing my country. It's been a big part of my whole journey as a pro. Being announced on the tee every week, there's definitely a sense of pride, and I've always had a very strong connection with home.
I think he's to a point now where he just wants to win one so bad that he's, you know, trying to get everyone fired up for it, and that's a good sign of a leader right there.
It's going to be amazing, you know, at Royal Melbourne. This is a place I've played a lot of golf at. We're not just playing for under the international flag, we're playing under our flag, and that's going to be cool.
If there's ever a chance to have a course to our advantage, it's this one.
I don't think you could be keener to play a tournament than Adam is to play at Royal Melbourne, and realistically, to win at Royal Melbourne.
It's got a chance. It's got a chance. Adam Scott.
Win or lose, Adam Scott's record speaks for itself.
I remember playing with him when he was in college, and getting to see him come up through the amateur ranks and through collegiate golf and eventually out on tour, and to see him get to where he's a major championship winner. He's won all over the world.
His personality matched his method of gaining success. I think it's been great for our family. We've loved it. To watch your kid succeed at what he wanted to do, whatever that was, is irreplaceable.
He's done a great job of really managing his life. I think he's done a wonderful job with his family. He's very happy now. He's at peace. Wherever he is in the world, he's very peaceful with himself.
Over 20 years, I think I've played as fairly consistent as almost anyone. Of course, you have your ups and downs you're going to. It's a really hard game. Unfortunately, some of the ups have been really good. You could slap me if I complained about anything.